has 7 domains. So first domain is content, knowledge, and pedagogy. So if you say content knowledge, I think it is the most important of them all. We have 7 domains. So I think that content knowledge and pedagogy is the most important because content knowledge is right here and in the mind, and pedagogy is in the heart of teaching. So content knowledge, dili man ka makatudlo if wala kay kanang nasabtan, wala kay content nga i-discuss mo sa imong klase. So CK for content knowledge and pedagogy is will be one of the most competency of being a teacher. So, and if you want to understand the part of teaching, you have to know that it should be developmentally appropriate. Developmentally appropriate, and of course, it has to be meaningful. Kaya kung magtudlo ka din, wala ka, ay dili meaningful ang pagtudlo. So, useless lang, dili mo makuan ang imong pagtudlo sa estudyante. So, and another thing you have to remember in as far as the first domain is concerning the fact that it's all about application of the theories and practices. So, di ba, first year pa lang ta na natin mga theories. So, di na dapat kalimutan ng mga theories just like John Dove, ni Kohlberg theories, from level mo na siya dugtong. So, kita po, di na siya kalimutan kayo. Makatabang mo na sa tuwa as well as natunan is matulog na to sa estudyante. And also, it should be grounded on the research. Okay, so, dapat i-research mo lang yung mga pagtulog. Hindi man ka pwede mo, you can teach like, yung mga opinion. Makahatag ng opinion as support na lang sa fact na imuhang na-research. And then, also, proficient use of mother tongue, Filipino and English. Kasi dili man ka sa ako ang mga klase, especially sa mga K-12, like from grade 1 to grade 6. Dapat dili ka mo medyo English. Dapat imuha silang i-let yung mga students nimo mag-talk sa mother tongue. Kay in mother tongue, di na sila magsugod kung sa mag-think. Diba? Kung sa mag-think that i-translate nila into Filipino. Hantod sa mga students sila English. Kaya ang mother tongue, wala pa lang sila mag-construct bitaw. Diba? Kita kay mag-construct tayo into mother tongue na to. Cebuano. So, ito siyang i-translate into English. Para mahanay ito kung isa tong example here in college before ka mo ng English, dapat mag-construct sa tag words para siya ma-form din, mag-i-English na siya. So, dili siya pwede nga from mother tongue, from English to mother tongue, dapat mother tongue, Filipino, and English. And also, you should also be familiar of the use of communication. You should know how to communicate and should be able to know how to use teaching strategies and teaching strategies. So, if you know how to communicate with your students, also siya meaningful, also siya may purpose yung if dili ka maka-communicate kung sa may sense if nagtudlo ka, if dili ka mo communicate. So if communication, may receiver and sender. And then, sender is kita. And thing. So, instead we use technology, makatabang sa tuwa as a future teacher. Makatabang na siya, especially mag-quadrato, like that. And also understand very well that there is a need for the interconnectedness of the curriculum where we talk about reading and our curriculum. And after this, you should remember that CK and pedagogy should be purposeful. So interconnectedness, okay, interconnectedness, reading, and across curriculum. So from K to 12, di ba? Ang teacher is kanang across curriculum. So kanang from Filipino to English, for example, mathematics and science. Magaling mo na siya. Tingin na siya kay and example words sa kanang from algebra and Vedic, algebra, ano siya magkadik. And across it, pwede mo siya maggamit both. For example, nagbuhat ka o kanang panghay, aralin, or in English is lesson planning. So, if our major is Filipino, hindi na kayo full of Filipino lang. Dapat daw, siya yung sagulan siya ng ESP, iba natin effective, sagulan siya ka ng mathematics, ina na across curriculum, dapat nakakuan ka more than one subject. And reading is magkating from algebra, from nandun sa sunod-sunod na tayo. And remember that content knowledge and pedagogy should be purposeful. Okay, gusto may purpose nino kuan like yung strategy, yung content na imong kuan sa imong klase. And content knowledge and pedagogy has a 7 domains. Okay, 7 domains. We have strengths, content knowledge and its application, and of course curriculum area. So I already explained it just earlier. Then we need teachers. We have professional teachers. We have highly professional teachers and distinguished teachers. So, diba na, as you can see that there are elite teachers to distinguished teachers. Sa sugod pa lang, kung ano pa sa meeting sa PST, Philippine professional standards for teachers. So, from beginner teachers, to professional teachers, to high professional teachers, and distinguished teachers. We have to demonstrate content and knowledge is application, i-demonstrate mo if sugod pa lang ka, then proficient teachers, i-apply na rin mo yung knowledge, application, high proficient teachers, model effective application of content knowledge within ang cross-curriculum teaching areas. And distinguished teachers, muna din ang pataas na nag-like, model exemplary. If buwan ka, if model ka exemplary, katulad itong, expert na kayo mag-teacher, and then, second strand is research-based knowledge and principles and teaching learning. Demonstrate an understanding of research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning. Then research-based knowledge and principles of teaching and learning to enhance professional practice. Collaborate with colleagues in the conduct and application. So, kung collaborate with colleagues, mo-collaborate ka sa inyong co-teachers. Kay, kung siya, collaborate with colleagues. So, imuhang makasosyo kasi imuhang co-teacher, application teacher. Then, lead colleagues in the advancement of the art and science of teaching based on their comprehensive knowledge of research and pedagogy. So, kay expert na pa, ituloy mo ang mga kauban and in the advancement of art and science of teaching based on their comprehensive knowledge. Then, third strand, positive use of ICT. Diba, ganina, ko nga, diba ito kalimtan na i-use ang technology. Show skills in the positive use. So, positive use of ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process. Ensure the positive use of ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process. And promote effective strategies in positive use of ICT to facilitate the teaching and learning process, and mentor colleagues in the implementation of policies to ensure positive use of ICT in beyond the school. And the fourth strength is strategies for promoting literacy and numeracy. Okay, literacy, when we say strategies for promoting literacy, una na siya nga ang i-promote din mo mga literacy. Like, diba literacy is the writing and reading, while numeracy is from the word numeracy, numbers na siya. Then demonstrate knowledge of teaching and demonstrate use a range of teaching strategies that enhance learner achievement in literacy and numeracy skills. Evaluate colleagues the effectiveness of teaching strategies that promote learner achievement in literacy and numeracy. Then model a comprehensive selection of effective teaching strategies that promote learner achievement in literacy and numeracy. Then we have the fifth strand, strategies for developing critical and creative thinking as well as other higher order thinking skills. So, dapat if mag-teacher ka nakita mo ka ng mag-develop yung critical and creative thinking nila kay if ka ng example as a creative, dapat ganang if imo ikutan example mag-report ka, imo ikutan nila how to be creative kay just dagan ka ma-support sa imong ideas and critical ka na ay mo ask questions imo from students na ay makatubag ka dahil sa ilahang kanang mapuna nimo ang ilahang kanang mga questions. And of course, dapat as a teachers can we have strategies for developing critical thinking skills, dapat magagamit ka HATS. Okay? HATS. Then apply teaching strategies that develop critical and creative thinking and or other higher order thinking skills. Tapos, dire, mother tongue, Filipino and English in teaching and learning. Okay, so ako siya na-explain kanina. And then, classroom communication strategies. Okay, so dapat, you know how to communicate with your students. Like, hindi ka kabalo, hindi ka communicate sa mga student. Kausa ma-meaningful, kausa ma-purposeful, ang imuhang i-discuss, hindi ka kabalo mo communicate. As well as, di ba na ay sender, kita, teacher, din na ay receiver. And then, watch sa channel ang imuhang ipapingon like this, discussion. And, ang mga bata din, especially na na ano kasi mga feedback on how you are teaching. Kung saan magtuto sila, narinig ang feedback sa mga students. Okay, and dapat ka lang strategy of how you can communicate with your students and demonstrate an understanding of the range of verbal and non-verbal classroom communication strategies that support learner understanding, participation, engagement, and achievement. So dapat naamit tayo sa communication na ay non-verbal and verbal communication. So when we say verbal, it's reading and writing. So non-verbal question, ito na mga gestures nimo, like kung sa mga strategies nimo, how you are support the understanding of your pupils or students. Then use effective verbal and non-verbal classroom communication strategies to support learner understanding, participation, engagement, and achievement. Then, this is the last strand of our content, knowledge, and pedagogy. So let's proceed to learning environment. When we say learning environment, ano na siya? Hindi na pwede siya sa physical classroom. Like this, this is not about a physical classroom. Okay, so learner safety and security. So dapat, sa ikabuang point, highlights the role of teachers to provide learning environments that are safe. Okay, that are safe, and they are secure. fair and supportive in order to promote learner responsibility and achievement. Okay, so this domain centers on creating an environment that is learning focused and in which teachers efficiently manage learner behavior in a physical and virtual space. Okay, it highlights the need for teachers to utilize a range of resources and provide intellectually challenging and stimulating activities to encourage constructive classroom interactions here towards the attainment of high standards of learning. So we have here as strand 2.1. Okay, learner safety and security. Demonstrate knowledge of policies, guidelines, and procedures that provide safe and secure learning environments. Dapat ma-feel sa students na kung sila yung student is safe sila sa from discrimination, safe sila sa ilang. For example, naman tayo mga students na and example, isang student they have mistake if you answer them, mga students so dapat ma-feel nila na safe sila for giving respect. Dapat inong sila i-guide kung sila guys, we have a policy na dapat dili mukatawa kung naay mga storya o kanang dili sakto wala mga policies, guidelines, and procedures that provide safe and secure learning environments and fair learning environment. Okay, so dili demonstrate understanding of learning environments that promote fairness, respect, and care to encourage learning. Kaya dapat kung ang bata mo doon is wala naka-feel of fair, dili na sila malintaw mo labi na if kita like natin favoritism na feel na sa mga student na yung tawag, dili mo sa tawag ganahan nila tungod sa iyahang culture, like for example, dili mo ganahan mo makasubanan, dili mo ganahan dapat permitted sa questions na you form races nag-form ka of discrimination sa mga classroom na dapat fair yung pagtulo ay mga ganaw sila at dili ka mag-favoritism na. Then, cultivate learning environments that promote fairness, respect. Dapat i-maintain mo dili kay karon lang kasi dili ka po so dapat ka ng consistent and okay, here, management of classroom structure and activities. Demonstrate knowledge of managing classroom structure and engage learners individually or in groups in meaningful exploration, discovery, and enhance all activities within available physical learning environments. So, i-manage mo ay mga classroom kung sa sila sa structure and activities. So, currently, student-centered naman ta. So, imo silang i-let mo yung students na sila mag-reporting, mag-discuss, muna ang management of classroom structure and activities. 3. So, here, strength 4, support learner participation. Demonstrate and establish supportive learning environments that nurture and inspire learner participation. So, imo silang supportahan sila mag-participate. Dili mo sila i-value nimo bilang mag-participate, i-value and of course i-appreciate nimo ang ilang effort. And it takes supportive learning environments that nurture and inspire learners to participate, cooperate, and collaborate in continued learning. Okay, then promotion of purposing learning. Demonstrate knowledge of learning environments that cultivate learners to work productively by assuming responsibility for their own learning. And we have the management of learner behavior. So dapat i-manage mo yung behavior like naman dito mga estudyante i-act, kusukayo, umilit sila lahi sila mga classmates, and of course na sila sila i-manage na kailangan behavior. Demonstrate knowledge of dili ko nimo siya dapat ipakulawan na ng good kung inanay ang batasan. So dapat naakay positive kanang feedback siya ha. And dili mo siya gahit kung siya ulit, dili mo siya kanang dugtong lang sa kay usamot na. Then we have here, okay, this is the last chance for our second domains, which is learning environments. Then let's proceed here, diversity of learners. When we talk about diversity of learners, muna na ating mga students nga or learners nga subanan, na atay mga Muslim, na atay mas laylay pa nga religion. Okay, so here, let's start sa Domain 3 emphasizes the central role of teachers in establishing learning environments that are responsive to learner diversity. So, di ba nakalagay step-by-step din siya pag-standard guide from non-content and pedagogy to learning environment. Then diversity of learners. Pausa muna sila i-manage na nagkalalain na sila ng religion. So, dili lang kayo ka dito lang kayo sa imuhang prefer religion niya. Kung ba religion niya, imuha na sila na kayo, nag-set up ang din sila. Then, dili lang siya fair. Dili na siya fair sa learning environment. Dili na siya fair or di sila makapusik ka ng safe. Then, this domain underscores the importance of teachers' knowledge and understanding of, as well as respect for learners' diverse characteristics and experiences as inputs to the planning and design of learning opportunities. It encourages the celebration of diversity in the classroom and the need for teaching practices that are differentiated to encourage all learners to be successful citizens in changing local and global environments. So dapat kita natin mga diverse learners, dapat mo-adjust sila ang mo-adjust kay kung si mga Christian kay kanang kung ano ka ng example kanang dahil naman siya religion, dapat kita ang mo-adjust. No, dapat ikaw ang mo-adjust sa ilaha. For example, na ay Muslim na student, so dapat dili mo sila i-feel na ilang culture is kanang itaw mo lang yung culture. So, kay kita as ay mga Muslim known as di siya mukawat itong mga bawas sila din mag-gawa sila ang mga bawas. So, murag maka-apekto ko na sila ang apekto ko na sila ang culture. Then transfer learners gender needs, strengths, interests, and experiences. So, dili lang din siya mag-focus sa culture and of course sa gender school. Okay, here in 21st century na tayo mga umusbong na mga genders like mga na-influensyahan ng mga bata and mga gays, lesbo, and mga doon sa mga genders nila na nagkalay-kain na din. So dapat dili mo ka mahimubaya sila if ikaw straight ka, dili pa ka may dito na natin sa mga straight mag-focus. Dapat fair lang dyan. Labi na sa mga sa needs nila and strengths kay mapil nila ng respect and nakuha na nila ang panang respeto. So mas discriminate sila ang mga kawalingon. Then demonstrate knowledge and understanding of differentiated teaching to suit the learner's gender needs, strengths, interests, and experiences. So, tutulungan mo sa mga lain-lain jud. Kay lain-lain pag mga point of view imuhang mga kuan, imuhang mga students, lain of culture. Then, second is learners' linguistic, cultural, social, economic, and religious backgrounds. Mga kung may mga sa Muslim, sa Subanin, like, dili ka mo mahimo bias anak. And learners with disabilities, giftedness, and talents. So kung natin mga learners na disabled, dili na to sila ka ng pasagdanan. So dapat na to i-manage sila. Labi na ito mga sabi na ito mga kanang giftedness, kanang mga bright na regarding, like may mga mabiyaan na lang sila, may kanang parang sila, nanang sila talanta na, makasugot na sila. So, dapat, dili na kayo mag-focus, dapat focus ka sa kanan. And use strategies responsive to learners with disabilities, giftedness, and talents. And assist colleagues to design, adapt, and implement teaching strategies that are learners with disabilities, giftedness, and talents. And here we are in learners in difficult circumstances. So demonstrate understanding of special educational needs of learners in difficult circumstances, including geography, isolation, chronic illness, displacement due to armed conflict, urban settlement, or disasters, child abuse, and child labor practices. And learners from indigenous groups. Okay, nasa diri last learning diversity of learners. Okay, so demonstrate knowledge of teaching strategies that are inclusive of learners from indigenous groups. So we have inclusive for all diri for him, for her, but for all inclusive man. So dapat initiative inclusive daw, wala kay ginapili nga mga culture, wala ginapili nga kanang mga ginapili nga gender, ginapili nga inana, wala kay pinipili yun. So demonstrate knowledge of teaching strategies that are inclusive of learners from indigenous groups, adapt and use culturally appropriate teaching strategies to address the needs of learners from indigenous groups, and show comprehensive skills in delivering culturally appropriate teaching strategies to address effectiveness the needs of learners from indigenous groups. So as a summary, so after this is the main 4 to 7 to be continued to my co-reporter. And for a summary from content knowledge, from learning environment, and from content knowledge pedagogy to learning environment to diverse learners. So muna siya mga Philippine professional standards. Muna siya yung musunod para na-purpose ang inyong para makuha ng inyong pagtutlo. And so natin ko i-add sa content knowledge and pedagogy. So it should be meaningful, okay, natin mo naman na. And remember, this can only be meaningful the eye if it is contextualized. Okay, it has useful application in the life of child. Okay, di lang kay imuhang life, but sa imuhang mga learners. It has useful application. Magamit nila sa future, magamit ka di lang sa classroom, but outside. Okay? But, they're able to apply what they know. Kaya ikaw, mo galing na kay research